Hey guys, I hope you're well. I'm Sophia and I'm back with another startup series. It's been a few days since my last one. There is a lot going on. I think usually I sugarcoat things and don't really kind of go into it because you know how you like to talk about it after you're going through it. I will use this podcast to discuss what is happening at the moment, just to give you some real life kind of as it's happening things of a founder. Obviously, being a founder, I still have to work full time. I don't have investments. So, yeah, like I said, I have to work full time. And I am currently working in a marketing job full time in an insurance company, but then also running my company on the side. But I have been working in a contract role. So I was covering a maternity leave, and my contract's coming to an end in a few months. And honestly, it's been a tough environment for me, especially because being a founder, you tend to every company you go into, you tend to feel like it's yours. You want to give it everything, and I think that has been tough because you kind of expect them to keep you, or you expect your startup to be in a place where you can just go into that full time. And that's not the case. I am going to have to find another job just in the meantime, and it's always like painful saying it out loud, but the truth is the truth, and it is what it is. I use that saying all the time. And going through the job kind of process and interviewing is not easy. It's not been bad, but it's tough, and especially because I'm going for more senior roles, it's a really tough environment. But I think that's the reality behind the first couple of years of building a startup, especially if you're bootstrapping. You will have to work, you will have to go through these changes. And I think it's about prioritizing. So I think that is really the focus of this podcast today, even though it's taken me 2 minutes to get there. I think that prioritizing is a big thing. I think I've mentioned it before in some of my previous podcasts that I am the main supplier. So for my business, I'm the investor. For my life, I'm the only one that kind of funds everything I do. And I think that that comes with a lot of pressure. So I've had to learn what's important and what isn't. So to kind of give you the rundown of what I'm currently going through, I need to find a new job. I owe my tech guy the amount that the app is, cost to build. So I owe him that tomorrow. Um, and yeah, it's really, really intense. And I guess on top of that, I'm kind of struggling in the working environment that I'm in right now. So there is that element too. Mentally, it's really screwed with me. But I think my advisor gave me the best advice, and she just kind of said it's one step at a time, really, with all of this. And with my company, I love it, I do, but the priority right now is to find a job. And I think sometimes the balance is off. Sometimes I'm up there looking for a job, and also the platform's launched, so I need to get it revenue generating. So there's that side too. I think from going through this experience and still going through it now, I would advise anyone to focus on what's most important. For me, that is finding a new job. That is the most important thing. And I have to keep reminding myself of that. But this is the reality of being a bootstrap founder. Um, you can be so close to generating revenue, which is what I am right now. Literally so close, and then this happens, and you just have to kind of wiggle things around a bit. If it gets you down, I think go through it. I went through it for a good month. It was really dark for me and mentally, in the sense of I really struggled. I couldn't pull myself out of bed. It feels really weird sitting here and actually talking about it because that was literally a couple of weeks ago. Um, but we move, really. That's all that can be said. You have to keep going. I think as a founder, you've gone through so much anyway that I feel like you have a set of skills that kind of combine resilience with patience, with never giving up. And I think it's just a beautiful thing to go through. I've tried to be really present going through this time just to know how hard it is and not to forget, because sometimes through other things I've been through, I tend to just block it out and get through it. This time I've tried to really feel everything, and it's an experience and a half, and I know and trust myself to get through it. And I do think that that's something that if you are a founder and you go through days like this where anything could happen, just know that you'll get yourself through it because you've managed to get this far. Um, I love being a founder. I think I've learned and built skills that you wouldn't do in just a normal day-to-day job. It's not for the faint-hearted though. That is me saying that from going through this. There weren't points where I wanted to give up with Endorse Me in my company. There weren't. And I I feel like there's probably people that maybe think, oh, every founder goes through that. And they probably do. But I've had thoughts. I've had thoughts that if I wasn't doing it, what would my life be like? And then I just come back to the same conclusion. It would be so boring. And that's not what I want. So I just recommend if you are someone that's probably going through something similar to me, or you're going through a hard time, maybe personally, and you've got everything going on, just take a break, just take a minute, reprioritize. Time is passing. That's it. Just communicate with people. My tech guy, yes, I owe him money, but I've also communicated with him. I've fixed the problem. I've told him, okay, this is how I'm going to fix it. And I'm keeping him in the loop. So I don't know. I feel like being truly honest and transparent with people will always win. It's very different to what I see in the corporate world, but I do think it's something that you should really carry through. But I am going to leave that there. Feel free to contact me. My email's below. Obviously, as someone that is literally going through it, I feel like I'm coming out the other side. Um, but if you are someone and you do want to talk about it, feel free to reach out to me. Honestly, I'm happy to talk to people about this because I do understand now, actually being present and going through it, how tough it can be. But it's going to be fine. Trust me. As a founder, you've got a set of skills nobody else does. You're winning anyway. And everything will be fixed. I think that's one thing I'm learning. Everything will sort itself out. But yes, thank you so much. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will be back soon. Hopefully, I'll get something out this weekend. But I hope you all have a lovely week. Thank you. Bye.